as I'm finishing on a Saturday, I thought I'd get a bit more of York Street businesses that are on here as I'm walking home. So here's a few of the businesses that are here. And I'm going to take a walk down here. That's Queen's Park Road that I've mentioned before. That's right near the market. So that's the Traders car park. And here's my other walk. And you know, it might not be as bumpy this video because my legs are absolutely killing me after all the walking I've been doing this week, because with the road being closed off on Middleton Road, I've had to carry all my shopping home all week because I weren't paying for a taxi or sitting in traffic in the car to get onto my street, so I weren't doing it. So definitely burnt more steps this week. But there's Venus, another Indian restaurant. And we've seen a little bit of this, haven't we, when we were walking through. And then there's Heywood Market sign again. A little bit of St Luke's as we leave it. Leaving the market for Saturday and we'll be back Tuesday. And James and the Fade Lounge are still in. We've got the Formula 1 Auto Centre that is on Hartley Street there, that's facing the market. But as I've crossed over Formula 1, we've got Mullins Cafe that's over there, which is shut now. And then there's the Hub Heywood, which is... need to wait till that's open. I feel like it's somewhere where it helps you get jobs and stuff, I think. But I need a little bit more information on that. We've got Eden that does all the different hair, beauty. They do so much over there. The girls are absolutely lovely. We've got Prio Spice, one of the Indian takeaways that's popular around here. And we've got the Latimerly LTD solicitors, Euronics Housing, where they do household appliances. That's another one that we've got in Heywood. And then we've got a wellbeing centre right there. We've got York Street Barbers, which is some really nice lads that come in and get food off me. That's a let building. I'm trying to think what used to be there, but that is obviously available for anyone that wants a business around here. We've got Li Hing, which is a nice Chinese, and that'll be open later on, I think. Across the way, we've got some housing here, which the name of it is totally gone out of my head, but we're going past the sign in a minute. Next to Li Hing, we've got Regal Homes, Best Taste Kitchen, East Lancashire Services Ltd. We've got a William Hill. And Rowacre Court, that's the name of it. Blue building. It used to be the Wishing Well pub, which I know my father-in-law really liked. But I don't know what they're doing with this building at the minute, but someone's in there because the windows are open. And then next to Rowacre, there's Hunsworth Court there as well. Now I think these are over 50 planned housing for people, but I need to double check that. And this is another popular location here with the Bearded Barista. If you've not been there, you need to go get a coffee from him. We've got Bargain Booze, I know above Bargain Booze there's a sunbed shop there. And then there's a few other businesses that are down there and offices to let. I've just noticed it says drive for pass down there, over there, so I'm not sure about that, so that's something else to look into. And then we've got local Tesco Express. And I'm just going, there's another view as I'm walking away. We'll come towards Chapel Street. Now, I think, yes that's right, I think this is where the food bank is on Chapel Street, which is just where you can see them trees as a doorway. And I think it's there. But I wouldn't do a video showing who's queuing up for that because people obviously, it's their own privacy that, so don't like to exploit people. And we've got Battersby's here. There's like Castlefield Car Auto that's behind Tesco. And as we're coming past Gas Street, and now there's another pet stall behind there, so when we go down that road we'll see it. But then we've got Mitchell's Funeral Services, just on York Street here, which is a really popular funeral directors in Heywood. And we've got Afterglow, some bed shop as well. And then next behind Tesco, we've got the Volsmaster Ltd. We have a business there, carpet and flooring centre. They do luxury vinyl, laminates, free parking in this bit as well. Carpets and flooring now, there you go, there's a bit more information. This is where the White Lion used to be open. As I cross over at Rochdale Road East on the opposite side, we've got the PC and laptop fix-it shop. We've got Nashville Smash, there's a health and beauty spa there, there's an aquarium centre, and I don't know if that building's doing anything there in the white. I'm not sure about that, but then there's a dental centre, and then this Chinese restaurant, Hoyer's, is beautiful. It's a really popular Chinese restaurant on York Street as we're going towards Alder, and that Rochdale's in that direction. And we've got Prino's there, we've got Vibes Food Box, and then we've got the really nice Italian Bella Sera there too. Bella Sera, there's Planet Play, which I used to always take Jamie Lee here when she was little. See a little bit of it. It is open. Down a little bit so you can see that. So the number's there if you want to find out when it's open and they do parties there. Well, we're going to go that way so you'll be able to see the entrance a little bit more. So there's another look at Bella Sera. And we've got the Golden Dragon, which is a really nice Chinese takeaway. Tandoori Plaza is really good too. I must say, they do the best onion barges. As I carry on up here, we've got Fleet Street Graphics Ltd. that's there. So as I said, in that direction takes you to Springfield Park. There's a Crimble Lane entrance, which I'm going to take on one of the walks I'm going to do one day, which leads you up, and then you've got Rochdale in the distance. But if I do a nice early morning walk, we might actually see some baby rabbits, because I have seen them there, so might actually do that at some point. But as I come round, this is our local Aldi, which is always busy. We've got a quick fix, and then there's lots of like works going on behind here, so I'm taking a little bit of a detour here. But that's the entrance for Planet Play, and I do rate it for a little play centre in Heywood. Jamie Lee loved it when she was growing up, so that's where the entrance is. So if you see where Aldi is, you come down, you take a left or you take a right, you come back round, come through here, park here, go in and pay there. Well, as you walk this way, be warned that there is a lot of like cement dust on the ground from what's it called, BGC demolition skip hire there. But I'm always getting dust in my face when I come past it, so you gotta be careful. And there's another walk through that brings you from Rochdale Road East there. Right down there we've got Sparks Gym, where you can have parties, take your kids to play inside there, which is, you know, something to do. Maybe in the summer holidays it's a good idea to go down there. And I think there's a lot of steel works behind there, but I'm not 100% certain. I'm walking up here with Little Ginnell to take me back up to Manchester Road. This is the Little Ginnell as I walk up, and you know, it's a little bit of dead leaves and stuff, but it does get cleaned regularly, so it probably needs doing soon, but it does normally get cleaned up because I walk this way sometimes. There's a shortcut to get to Aldi, and then it brings you out to where Gilwood's stainless steel is. Some of the back streets, you've got the Heywood Baptist Church that's down that way. UK granite and quartz kitchen worktop has splashbacks. So they must be closed for the weekend now, but normally there's always people working away around here. Another business in here. bits of, I don't know what that is to be fair. But there always seems to be something going on in there. Bits of work, men at work and all that. It's another building for Heywood. And then so I'm walking down here and you know, you always get a bit of overgrown stuff, but if it's green it makes me happy. I'm not worried. So what else is around here? Ravenfield House, Engineer Component Limited, Finance Detail and Ltd, Cold Storage and Warehousing Ltd. You know what, I'm still not 100% certain what's in these back streets for warehouses and stuff, but I suppose if you don't need to use them, you don't really know who they are. I come from there, it brings me to the car park that's next to Il Vecchio. And I remember I was walking down here on my first video. We've got E-Spirit Hair and Beauty there with the Ken, or whatever you call it there. Betfred's. We've got the girls at On Fleet that's over there. There's Manchester Street Food that's there. And there's Lucky Chinese takeaway there. And a bakery cafe there. I've been up here 13 years. And it's been there for as long as I've been up here. So it's standing well, this one. So I'm interested to see if the traffic's bad coming up Manchester Road. I can see my daughter in the distance there. As I come past these Lancs, you know, one day we might actually see the steam train. That'll be really nice. But I have got some old footage from when we went on it, so hopefully we'll get to see it. But there she is, my little Jam and Lacey, walking back into Heywood, feeling safe in Heywood. So as I'm walking up, crossing at 2nd Street, that leads you all the way to Green Lane that way. And you know what, the traffic doesn't look that bad, but it is Saturday night and it can get quiet on Saturday nights. You know, everyone's got the plans for the weekend. It doesn't look like we're having nice weather today though, but I think all the greenery needs watering anyway, doesn't it? But yeah, it's usually when I get home on a Saturday I'm dying to get back in my garden, but it doesn't look like that's happening today, does it? Let's see what the traffic's like when I get up here. Here is Springfield Close, which is a nursing home, I believe. There's Highfield Manor Elderly Care Home as well, right next to it. But hear the birds tweeting. There's lots of greenery as we're heading up towards Hopwood area. So I'm pretty much on the outskirts of Heywood in this direction now. But Hopwood is another area I am going to show you, as well as more places I'm going to show you in Heywood and beyond. But that's have a look at the Highfield Manor Elderly Care Home. It's quite nice, isn't it? I don't know what it looks like at the back. And over there's Hopwood Eunice Working Men's Club, cricket, not cricket, bowling, is it? Well, we'll take a look at that when we're over on that side at some point too. So as you can see, people coming up Manchester Road. There's a sign showing Manchester Middleton in that direction, Bury and Heywood Town in the other direction. So this is the situation at Green Lane when you're having to deal with Middleton Road being closed. So obviously I have to wait while cars are turning. But everyone's got, so it's not too bad today because it's a Saturday evening. But this is the situation when loads of people are coming up Green Lane. They've got to wait patiently if Manchester Road's quiet. But this is not the kind of situation I've seen so far. This is actually nice and calm at the moment. But so everyone seems to be okay at the minute. But you can see there's a car trying to get out on Green Lane. He's got to wait for a gap and they're having to come out really quick. But there you go. There's a build-up of the traffic now. And this is where the road is closed from. So you can't get out at this end, you can't enter at that end. But I've seen some of the kids playing Kirby in this space because they've actually got space to actually play when there's no cars on the street. But so if I was getting a taxi or in the car, I'd have to go all the way up there, wait at the traffic lights at the top, come back round on Coronation Avenue, come all the way back round and come back this way, because I live right near this shop here. So this is the situation. So anyone coming from the motorway is coming up this street and then they don't realise they can't get out at this end, and then they're having to go all the way back round our street and try and find a way back out. But it's obviously not too bad today because it's, like I say, it's a quiet Saturday. But what I'm going to do, well, there's a business on my street as well. And then I'm going to do a little bit more of a tour of Hopwood Park on this video. So I'm going to extend it on. So whether I go for a walk with the dog tonight or if I go tomorrow, then that's what we will do. At the end of my street, there is the bay horse down there, which I'll show you when I go on my route.